Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 15 of Season 2 here in the Fulham career mode. We start with the game against Blackburn in a replay in the FA Cup, a competition that I would very much like to win this year if possible. Then we've Huddersfield Town. Ordinarily, you would have thought would be an easy game, but they are in the top 4 in the Premier League and challenging for a Champions League spot for next season. So, won't be easy whatsoever. Then we'll end the transfer window today as well. Still waiting to see if anything will happen in the window. There's been a big call in the comment section over the past few episodes that I actually acted upon recently to put Fosu Mensah into the starting lineup, and similarly, people wanting me to play Alfie Mawson more so than I am Varnier as well at present, which I will continue to do now. Obviously, you can see not everyone's fully fit for this game against Blackburn, so I will actually take those two out for this one and throw some other players in. But moving forward, I would expect both Mawson and Fosu Mensah to be in the starting lineup more so than not. So we'll make that alteration as per your request in the comment section, and hopefully we can get something else done in the transfer window today. But the most important thing right now is getting through in the FA Cup. Christie rifled that in there to Rafael Leao. Back to Christie again, forward to Leao. Movement in the middle from Jedson Fernandez. Still desperate for him to get a goal after his mishaps in front of goal in the past couple of episodes. Obviously, could have scored crucial goals for us on a couple of occasions and wasn't able to put it in the back of the net. Neither, on that occasion, was Rafael Leao either, but I can't really hold that one against him. He did have to take it on his weaker left side. Starting the game on the front foot, though, we really should have won the game against Blackburn, to be completely honest, in the first game against them. They were able to force the replay, so fair play to them. Hopefully, though, we shall finish them off quite comfortably in this second game. I'll pull that back, but unfortunately it won't find Rafael Leao. Blackburn pinned in at the minute, not able to find their way out. Bradley Dack looking to set something up here. Pania with the effort, off the post and away by the Marchand. They've done nothing in the opening few moments, Blackburn, and then with their first attack, they hit the woodwork. Note to self, they're still going to be dangerous. Teammates in the way there as I was trying to get rid of it, but thankfully we do get the ball out of the danger zone. Jedson Fernandez will send Ryan Sessegnon away again. And a turnover and step inside could get the ball into Rafael Leao. There's some Kenyan support. This is a good move. Looking to build properly. Schürrle I can't yet find, but there's Rafael Leao, and arriving is Jedson Fernandez, and he will get away from the defender, but not be able to put it in the back of the net. Nice tackle by Anguissa. Drops here to Rafael Leao. Try and work the ball about. Kearney looking for Leao again. Oh, look to bend it. Ryan just shifted his feet well there, the Spaniard. Plucks it out the air. Constant efforts being thrown towards the Blackburn goal, but they are still the closest to have come to scoring a goal thanks to the effort that hit the post. Unfortunately, Anguissa there just declined to continue his run after I'd committed to pressing the pass button. So frustrating, but Leao can get this out of his feet maybe. Have a shot across goal that's well blocked and will be caught up by the keeper before it goes up for a corner. 10 to go till half time. Oh, I thought he was going to put the foot out. Samuel, 1-0 Blackburn. The defender there jockeyed next to the ball and just watched it roll past his foot. All he needed to do was stick a leg out and take control of it, and it wouldn't have been an issue. It's just run next to the ball. What are you doing, mate? Outrageous. Dominic Samuel makes it Blackburn 1, Fulham 0, on the brink of half-time with practically the last kick of the half. We are up against it now in the second 45. Samuel. Okay, Dominic, can you just calm down? Make me slightly worried now. Corners come in from Pania on that far side. Blackburn looking to put the game beyond any reasonable doubt, but we're trying our best to defend. In a minute, he's kept that in somehow there, Smallwood. And they'll come forward again. Here's Williams out wide. Cross could come in. Still waiting. There it is. That'll be keeper's ball, hopefully, and is. Bowl it out quickly, looking for Ryan Sessegnon. Roll the defender. That's failed. Paul Caddis gets in there first. Nice tackle by Anguissa. Right, now we need to drive forward. I was hoping Ryan Sessegnon would have made the run earlier than that. He's almost getting in the way now. Ryan Sessegnon around the corner, looking for Rafael Leao, who was onside. I thought it was off. Tried to play it around the corner to Schürrle and couldn't make it stick. Sessegnon round the corner there to Rafael Leao. This time we will get it to Schürrle and we will find him. And he's turned well. Andre Schürrle over the bar. Pania. Down the line nicely to Samuel. Early ball in. Win that header, please, Christie. He has. Work it away nicely. Got a couple of changes waiting to be made. Andre Schürrle will be leaving the field of play. Be replaced by Cabano. But he could still have something to say. Cyrus Christie standing inside. Arriving here is Jason Fernandez. And across is Ryan Sessegnon. And there is the equaliser. Now the fresh changes will come on. And we're pushing for a winner. Not just an equaliser. Nice move. Pleased with that. Let's go and win it now. Geese wins possession back. Kearney forward there to Leao. Nice turn to get away from the defender that was with him. Sessegnon's still there. Rafael Leao in again. And no, we aren't going to take the lead. I thought that was it. I thought that was the moment. Nice tackle by Jedson Fernandez. Anguissa forward to Jedson again. Drop the shoulder. There's Rafael Leao. Get it back to Jedson if I can. I'm trying, but I can't. Anguissa will get it there to Sessegnon. Into Leao. Oh, and again he loses possession, the striker. Frustrating me here, Rafael Leao. Really not that good on the ball at present. I've been utilising Cochone so much that I'm losing my ability to use Rafael Leao. Hopefully that won't cost us by the end of the game, but I'll make the change for Cisse to come on just for some fresh legs because Kearney's pretty damn tired at this stage. And still, we hope to win it inside 90 minutes. Do not want extra time here. Cabano. Leao. Jedson Fernandez can't get past the defender. Pania cuts that back to Bradley Dack. Driving further wide here. Oh, what a delivery. They've hit the post. The run from the man in the middle. What sort of pass is that? It's not where I asked you to play it at all. If that costs me, thankfully it's a good save. How everybody in the middle just switched off for the man to be free there to hit the post in the first place, I have no idea. The defender almost felt like he ran away from the ball rather than going towards it. Dack with the corner here. Blackburn looking to win it late on. They scored desperately late in stoppage time at the end of the first half. But 2 minutes added on. Cabana with a very heavy touch, but will get around the outside. And on the outside of me here is Ryan Sessegnon. What through ball is that? Why have you got to play it straight towards goal rather than towards the run that the man is actually making? That's infuriating. Can we still? No. Get a goal before full time. And now, that's not a foul, ref. Thank you. And now we might yet find ourselves still needing extra time. Jedson will turn. We'll look for Cabano. It's a great through ball, but it won't reach the man. And it will be extra time and potentially penalties here in the FA Cup. Leao through the gap. Jedson Fernandez. It might not be extra time and penalties here in the FA Cup. Oh, it could so easily have been played around the corner there. Here's Rafael Leao. Is that a corner? It is. Now is the chance. We must be 8 or so minutes into the 2 added on. Corner whipped in. Underneath this is Jedson over the bar. It will be extra time. To Brian. Turns inside well. It's a nice run by Rafael Leao. And he's round the outside here and could. Now, why couldn't we have done that in normal time? Why have we got to wait till our first attack of extra time to actually get the ball in the back of the net? It's so frustrating. We are in front though, and that's the most important thing, but oh, another 25 minutes to hold on now rather than being able to do it at the end of the game and having less time to defend. Cisse in there to Rafael Leao, whose touch took forever to get under control. Ryan Sessegnon on that far side was in if I'd have been able to play that pass. As it happens, Darren Lenihan, the centre-back, scores the first time volley from the edge of the box and Blackburn are level. And that all came from Rafael Leao's terrible first touch. Long through ball, defender perhaps should have done better there, but that's the centre-back doing that. What a goal from Darren Lenihan. You'd expect that from Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar. Not Darren bloody Lenihan. Cadiz. Inside there to Lenihan. Cadiz inside to Dack. Picked off by Anguissa, support by Jean-Michel Seri's been called upon now off the bench. Leao's first touch in this game has been diabolical almost every single time. Really do much prefer Patrick Cochone, and Leao is turning out to be not the prospect that we hoped he would be when we first signed him. Cyrus Christie in the box here. The right back was heavily involved in our first, but can't create a third. Here's Bennett racing around the outside, but Anguissa does brilliantly. And then gets hacked from behind. He might be in trouble here, actually, the Blackburn man. The referee, well, if you're not going to even card him, why even pull back the play? I was quite easily able to turn on that, had possession, and then would have set up a counter-attack. Now they've got everybody behind the ball, and positionally, they're much harder to break down. Cabano, lay out. Cisse, lay that there to Anguissa. Seri is there. Seri looking for layout, but can't find it. Comes back here to Jean-Michel Seri. Oh, the deflection so very nearly flew that into the bottom corner. Cabano with a delivery from the corner. It's Christie with a header, but it's poor, as is their clearance. We can put them under pressure here. Leao trying to just outmuscle the man, maybe. No, he tried to. Completely missed him and fell over. Superb. Oh, they're giving it straight back to me. Rafael Leao down the throat of the keeper. It looks like it's going to be pens. It is going to be penalty shootout here against Blackburn. I can't believe it's quite come to this, but here we go. Penalties against Blackburn Rovers for a spot in the FA Cup 4th round. First one is good from Neeskens Cabano. Up steps Paul Caddis for Blackburn to try and equalise, which he does, off the post and into the back of the net. Jean-Michel Seri for me. We're going to go down the middle. The keeper dives out of the way. Thank you very much. Right, which way is Elliot Bennett going to go? I think he's going to go right. He doesn't. He goes left. Okay. Now it's 2-2 after 2 penalties each. Brian, I'm going to go right. And missed the target. Here's Bradley Dack. Walking backwards into another county before taking his penalty. And he, too, is going to go this way. And does. Good save by Rossi. Making up for the mistake from Brian. Anguissa. There we go. Buries it. Right. Make a save again now, please. Charlie Mulgrew stepping up. Takes a step back. Really slow run up. He's going to go left. He doesn't. He goes right. It's 3-3 after 4 pens. Here's Rafael Leao. Slated him in the game. Very good penalty. Pressure is on now for Joe Nuttall. Steps up for Blackburn. Bar and post and out. The most unlucky penalty I've seen for a very long time. Bar, post, on the line and out. We're through in the FA Cup, but that was nail-biting. Right, up next, a few days in the transfer window, but we'll see if anything happens. If not, Huddersfield in the Premier League. Nothing to bring to you from the transfer window other than this offer from Vittorio Guimaraes for Ryan Sessegnon, which again will be rejected. Tim Ream has had a pre-contract offer given to him, or offered to him, but I don't know whether he'll accept it or not. Watford have signed Ander Herrera for Manchester United for nearly 32 million. Hello, that's an interesting one. So far, Quincy Promes remains the highest transfer fee of the window, but that is one of the latest ones. Oh, Leon Davis has gone to Orlando from Cambridge United. All right. Well, up next for us, Huddersfield Town. It's 4th versus 5th. If we win, we can go 3rd. Let's try and make sure we do that, shall we? Right, Lursel in goal for Huddersfield. 4 at the back. Eric Durm, Jurgensen, Mera and Dalbert. 4-2-3-1 by the looks of things. Aaron Moy and Jonathan Hogg. And the 3 being Blas, Pereiro and Ramadan Sobi with Mounier up top. All right. Not the sort of side you'd say would be 5th in the league at this stage of this season. But you would have said that about Leicester more than a couple of years ago now in the Premier League. So, fair enough. We'll play what's in front of us and hopefully come out on top. Probably say that my side shouldn't be 4th in the league either, should you? So I can't be too critical of Huddersfield Town. They've played well to get to this point in this point in the season. But hopefully we can brush them aside. Nicely done by Anguissa. And here's Cutrone. Oh, what a challenge. What a challenge. Into Cutrone. Seri's making the run forward. Nice drop of the shoulder. Kearney's arriving. Oh, but won't reach it. But that clearance will only go to Sessegnon. We'll keep possession. Through the gap to Seri. Backs in well. Cutrone. Seri's gone again. Won't reach him. Sessegnon gets that under control. Oh, see you later, sunshine. How's your crossing? Not bad. Cutrone could be there with a header. Drops to Lursel. Awesome. In there to Seri. Back to Zambo and Anguissa. Through the gap to Cutrone, who's carrying a knock now, rather frustratingly. Hopefully he can shake it off sooner rather than later. I'll get that to Kearney. who will get it across here to Andre Schürrle, who misses the target. Andre, well, to be fair, he was closed down very, very quickly. I won't hound on him there. Pereiro. Oh, he's onside. Simple for Huddersfield. Too simple for Huddersfield. They lead by a goal to nil thanks to Meunier breaking through the middle. How they were... they had so much space back there, I've no idea, but defensive positioning was wayward. One missed tackle in the midfield, and all of a sudden, we're 1-0 down. Oh, God, and Gisa just gets that under control. It's nicely done. I'll look for Catrona here. Oh, lovely touch. And the finish! No. Sessegnon loops that back in. Get there, Patrick. No, he hasn't. It's gonna do. What is that first touch? I swear to God. He's supposed to be my highest rated player. Jean-Michel Seri at 83. I was like a 6-year-old trying to judge where the ball was going to drop. Not someone that is a very, very capable professional footballer that gets paid a lot of bloody money. Oh. I can't seem to do it at the minute. And every time they win possession back, they always seem to have numbers in attack, and I lack numbers in defence. I don't know why that is. Kearney around the corner here to Schürrle. There's Catrone. Schürrle will go again, but I can't get it out of Catrone's feet. He's held the defender off well, but there's the half-time whistle. Frustrating. Oh, down the line to Blaz. Cross could come in here and does, and it's all perfectly weighted, but Pereiro can't score the goal to give Huddersfield a 2-0 advantage. We've been behind against Blackburn. We've been behind against Huddersfield. We've fought back against the Lancashire team. Can we fight back against the Yorkshire team? We'll find out in due course. We haven't started brightly at the beginning of this second 45. Ramadan Sobi over the top. Here's Blaz driving forward. Can't get a foot in, so win that header, please. Oh, Meunier chests it down. Really disappointing from the defender. A Meunier's shot might have been deflected. It wasn't. It's just looped over the top. Hogg going off for them. Catrone still carrying that knock. I'm going to be forced into making the change. Now, Rafael Leao wasn't good for me in the last game, but I really need him to step up on this occasion. You've 25 minutes to save your reputation with me, Rafael Leao. Go out and do it. Aaron Moy with the corner for Huddersfield here. Keeper, catch or punch. Get up, please. Blaz, I lunged for that. I missed it. Not even close to it. Here's Ramadan Sobi. Nice turn. Back there to Pereiro. Still the pressure on here from Huddersfield. Pintercepted is what it is. Pintercepted by Maxime Le Marchand. We'll look for Rafael Leao, who gets there, but he is chopped. Chimera, who gets away scot-free. Not even a booking. Surprised at that, have to be honest. We'll look for Andre Schürrle here. Nice touch and turn. Into Seri. People in the box swaying for. Oh, and if Zanka hadn't cut that out, certainly would have reached someone towards the back post. Schürrle in there to Seri. Drop the shoulder. Nicely done. Jean-Michel. Good save by Lursel. Will it reach Sessegnon? It will not. Corner. Change for Huddersfield. Seri will take the corner. It's a good delivery. Brian with a header. It's dipping, but not dipping enough. Back. Lands on top of the nets rather than going into it. Leao making moves. We'll look for him. Looking to get around Jorge Mera. Not able to do it. Got chopped last time he tried it. Zanka, he's giving that straight to Schürrle. We'll lay that into Ryan Sessegnon, who will go across goal with his shot and draw a good save out of Lursel. Rafael Leao brings it down and can't keep hold of it again. His touch lets him down. Rafael Leao, have a word with yourself, man. Costing me results here. I can't believe it. Kearney, Seri, smacks across to Brian. Ryan Sessegnon is there. Leao's making the move, but can't find him with a pass. And Gisa should get to that first and does do so. Leao, that's better. That's a nice touch and turn through the gap. Now show some strength.
There we are, final whistle.
That's it. Defeat against Huddersfield. Quite simply not good enough. Quite simply. Chelsea won, West Ham won, but we will drop out of the Champions League spots now, thanks to that defeat. Premier League title looks a long way away right now. And we shall hope... Oh, shock. Tim Ream's transfer talks break down. Varnier Unhappy not to start. Cochone's out for 3 weeks. Rui Fontaine offer 5 million has come in for him. Shall try and negotiate if I can for a little bit more. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to twist their arm. I'll ask for 7.5. 2.5 million could make the difference. It did. It made the difference in them deciding not to push it any further. Great. Okay, superb, wonderful, never mind. Moving further forward then. Leeds in the FA Cup next on Friday. But we've transfer deadline day to come between now and then. Is anything going to happen in the window? I don't have enough to bring in anyone of enough quality. Morgan Sanson has just moved. Well, on deadline day, 2 of now the top 2 deals in the transfer window have gone through. Morgan Sanson has moved to Manchester United for £47 million from Marseille, and Andrea Bellotti has gone to Chelsea for £69.1 million. Daryl gone to Borussia Dortmund from Watford. 10 hours to go in transfer deadline day. What's going to happen? 2 big deals. The 2 biggest of the entire window being done here on transfer deadline day. But is anything else going to happen for us? Maybe. We've an email. Transfer for Dennis Doy. Someone I would consider selling. Someone I haven't been able to get out the door. I don't care about getting an extra 100 grand for him. I want those wages. See if we can raise any more funds. If not, then I shall perhaps try and sign someone between now and the end of the season rather than doing it in the window and wait for them next year. Just to make sure we don't complain. Oh, transfer talks break down. Why? I swear, almost everybody that I try and move on, if they got remotely sizable wages, no one will pay them. I just can't move them on. No one will pay the wages. They won't take a wage cut, and I'm stuck with them in my squad, not being played. It is infuriating. With an hour to go, biggest deals in the window remain Bellotti, Sanson and Promes. In the Premier League, Arsenal have signed Areola on pre-contract, presumably. Mianga and Tijiev in at Bournemouth. Bellotti in, as we saw at Chelsea. Gary Cahill going out on a pre-contract. Iorfa and Ramiro in at Palace, presumably again pre-contract or loan. Matt Target and Kone in at Derby, pre-contract or loan. Eduardo Salvio in at Everton for 17.2 million. That's quite a cheap fee. I've done nothing in this window. Paris Saint-Germain have signed by Mata, though. See that there. Dalbert and Regatta in at Huddersfield with Lowe going out. Kites in at Leicester. Carbin in at Liverpool. Perita and Delph in and out at City. Martin Montoya and Sanson in United with Herrera and Mata going out. Zapata in at Newcastle with Mitrovic and Dummett going out. Lustig and Sandoval in at Southampton with Target going out. Promes, Rafa and Suarez, not sure which Suarez, in at Tottenham with Wanyama leaving. Undercapper in at Stoke with Edwards going out. Elsinho and Nato in at Swansea with Amat and Olsen leaving the club. Herrera in at Watford with Daryl going out to Borussia Dortmund, as we saw. Georgian in at West Ham with nothing outgoing. And Odegaard and Elenia in at Wolves. Frustrating transfer window for us. Very frustrating. I wanted to sign someone of sheer quality, which I now don't have the opportunity to do. I will try and sign someone. That's the youngster that could still yet grow to be pretty decent. I will try and sign someone now between now and the end of the season, but they may well just be a bog standard player that won't necessarily be an improvement, but it seems pointless to waste that money now. So I might as well try and do that, but we have ourselves 5 or 6 months to make that deal happen rather than being forced to do it in like a few days. So Cochone's out for this next game against Leeds, which we shall have to deal with in due course. Actually, I'll show you quickly the transfer history for the month. We'll sort by value, so we can see the biggest ones, and then just keep an eye on the date on the left. So they were all done in the summer transfer window. Sanson to Man United, as we saw. Promise to Tottenham, be interested to play against him. Wanyama to Schalke. Castillejo to Sassuolo and Herrera. Denis Suarez to Spurs from Barcelona for £31.4 million. 2019 Zivkovic to Feyenoord. Ben Yedder to Wolfsburg. Mata to Paris Saint-Germain, as we saw. Cyprien to Hoffenheim. Radoja to Bordeaux. Fernando to Leverkusen, the Brazilian holding midfielder. Rafa to Spurs for 21.8. Cartabia to Inter. Any others? No, just Alenia from Barcelona B to Wolves for 20 million. I have to say I'm disappointed with that transfer window, but Leeds next in the FA Cup. That and getting top 4 will be my priority. And then if we have the chance to, or time to have a third season, I will do. But I might have FIFA 19 content on the way before we get to the end of this season, or before we have the chance to have a full season 3. So we shall have to play it by ear. But for now, drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to this channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And I'll see you next time.